Hello, BookTube. This is the third part of the final shelf, the fifth shelf, of the first bookcase. We're continuing on. We did the first 10 of the Great Museums of the World set, and we're going to do the final 10 volumes. So just a little background. These are Newsweek books. You have an introduction, usually by the director of the museum or somebody equivalent. So we're going to jump right in. The first one is De Brera in Milan. Right here. Here. And there. We got a cat who wants to join us. De Brera in Milan, the most Italian of museums, has its nucleus the unparalleled assemblage of religious art taken from the convents, churches, and palaces of Italy. Assembled by the Emperor Napoleon, the collection soon grew to include Venetian and Tuscan secular masterpieces. Until today, the gallery holds splendid examples of every major school of Italian art, as well as small but superb selection of outstanding paintings by other European artists. So, here's an interior shot. So, introduction, Franco Rizzoli, director, the Brera Gallery. So here we have Lorenzetti, Siena, circa 1290, Madonna and Child. Fabriano, the Coronation of the Virgins and Saints, circa 1400. Francesca, the Brera altarpiece, Virgin and Child, 6 saints, 4 angels, and the Duke Federico II of Montefeltro, 1472. Some details from Bramante. Bellini's Madonna and Child. Here's one that's fun. The Tooth Puller. Youch. And then View of the Grand Canal at Pescaria, the fish market. Or Pescaria, I'm not quite sure. View of the Grand Canal. By Guardi, Venice, 1712 to Venice, 1793. So I guess it's, well, we took a painted, I don't know. St. Peter and St. John the Baptist by De Cosa. So, let's move right along here. So, National Museum of Anthropology, Mexico City. Arthur Romano, director, did the introduction. A nice little map of the archaeological sites. So they started out with Tlatilco culture, Olmec culture, and Zapotec culture. Kneeling woman kissing a dog. Here's some. Here's a vase of the shape of a contortionist or acrobat, circa 1100 to 500 BC, from Tlatilco. A group of figures from La Venta, 850 to 150 BC. So here You have Teutonic culture, Teotihuacan culture, Kalima culture, Nayarit culture, and Zapotec culture. Let's see what we have here. You have Dancing Woman. Smiling male figure, terracotta, excuse me, from Veracruz. Right arm's missing. A funerary mask from Teotihuacan, veined onyx. And let's see. You have a funerary urn representing the god Coquillo from Oaxaca. And then this is here, the goddess of the 13 serpents, also from Oaxaca. So here in the next section, Zapotec, Teotihuacan, Mayan, Toltec, and Huasidic culture. Let's see here. Zipi Totec, god of renewal, from Monte Alban. They give a date on that. Circa AD 600 to 1000. Alright, lady making an offering to the chief of the cacique, I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that right, from Yaxchilan. Seated Mayan chief, terracotta, from Campeche. That's circa 600 to 900. And then Colossal Telamon War from Tula, which is a Tula of the Toltecs. And then, let's see what else we have here. Well, this is something. Crouching Rabbit. Rock Crystal. Provenance unknown. 1300 to 1521. That's something. So moving right along. You're going to need to get off me. There you go, baby. Go sit over there. Alright, the British Museum, London. There it is right there. So, Sir Frank Francis, Director and Principal Librarian. Then a preface by Frederick S. Lee Brown. So, Africa, Oceania, and America. So, IFE, Ife, or Ife, or Oni, king of the Ife or Ife, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, between 12th and 14th century, Western Nigeria. That's something. Benin art, head of the Queen Mother. More Benin art, two leopards, probably in the 19th century. It's made of ivory and copper. Haida art, Queen Charlotte's Island off northwest coast of North America. Mixtec art from the Souchez Nutar Codex, 14th century. So then they have some Egyptian art from the Old Kingdom. Khatep and his wife, Dynasty 4, 2723 to 2563 BC. Painted limestone. These are about 18 3/4 inches high from El Amra. Right there. Jump along quicker here. Late Sumerian art, portrait of Gudea. They have a question mark after that. from the period of Gudea, 2290 to 2255 BCE, diorite with traces of gilt on the nails. This is 30 inches and a quarter high. Phoenician art, ivory inlay representing a lioness mauling a Nubian in a papyrus bush, circa 721 to 705, from Kala, known today as Nimrud. Let's see, Shiraz art, Genghis Khan addresses the people of the mosque Bukhara, 397 to 98. Indian art, Buddha in meditation, circa 10th century, high relief on sandstone. Etruscan art, Libes wine jar on a stand in the form of a tripod, circa 480 BC. Late Celtic art, the display shield, 1st century BC, found in the bed of the Thames River near Battersea. We'll move along, it won't take too long. We're already eating up the clock here. Uffizi, Florence. Okay, so here's an interior view. So, introduction by Luigi Beccarucci, director. So some Italian art. Let's see, Giotto, Madonna and Child in Majesty. Portrait of Cardinal Cario de' Medici by Andrea Mantegna. Circa 1466. It is my wife's favorite painting, Botticelli's La Primavera, Spring, circa 1475, 1478. I've always had this one hanging in the house. Not the original. Botticelli, Birth of Venus. This is another one that's always been a family favorite. Okay, let's see what this is. Titian, Venus and Cupid. Okay, Leda and the Swan. This one's from 1518 to 1594. Tintoretto. Speed a little bit. From the Louvre, another one of the great museums. Okay. A dedication from the Louvre, Jean Chatelain, director of the Museums of France, and then preface by René Huyghe, Huyghe, apologies if I mispronounce that, French Academy. And so I start off with ancient Egypt, and this is a seated scribe from Saqqara. That would have been about 2500 BC. Let's see if I can move on here. Another Gudea, we saw one in the previous book, Sumerian. Looks quite a bit different. Head of an idol from Cycladic art from 2000 BC. Okay, let's see, a sarcophagus from the Cerveteri Etruscan. You can see that image quite a bit. Russian art, The Last Judgment, 17th century. Burgundian art, Descent from the Cross, had been 12th century. And Gauguin, The White Horse. The Pinakothek in Munich. See introductions by Wolf-Dieter Dube, or Dube, curator, Alte Pinakothek. We start off with some German stuff, which makes sense. Saint Veronica Master, active in Cologne from 1400 to 1420. So this is Saint Veronica and the Holy Kerchief. And then the Master of the Chadron-Sea Passion. I don't know how to pronounce that either, but 1440 to 1445. Let's jump on here. So, Dürer, very famous self-portrait. Peter Paul Rubens, The Rape of the Daughters of Leucippus. Okay. Franz Hall's Portrait of William Croce, 1580 to 1666. Frau Angelica, Entombment. The Rijksmuseum, Amsterdam. Picture of that. So we have introduction by Gerhard van der Hoek, head of the education section, Rijksmuseum. So Holland and Flanders right here is Geertjen tot Sint Johns, Haarlem circa 1490. The Tree of Jesse. Here we have Rembrandt, Anatomy Lesson, 1656. Ooh, gruesome. Paulus Potter, Horses in a Field. Veronese, Venus and Cupid. National Gallery, Washington. This is introductions by John Walker, Director, National Gallery of Art, Washington, D.C. Start off with some Italian stuff. Sandra Botticelli, Giuliano de' Medici. Raphael is Bindo Altovito, circa 1513. Francois Cloet, Diane of Poitiers, circa 1571. Watteau, Italian comedians, 1721. Peter Bruegel the Elder, The Temptation of St. Anthony, 1555 to 1558. Francesco de Goya, Don Bartolomeo Cerida, I'm not sure. Okay, we got Gilbert Stewart, Mrs. Richard Yates. And then we've got James McNeill Whistler, The White Girl, 1862. So now we have the Art Museum of Vienna. Introduction by Friederike Klomner, director of the Picture Gallery of the Art History Museum. Let's start off with some stuff from Germany. Both of these by Dürer. The Martyrdom of the 10,000, and then a portrait of Johann Kleberger. Lorenzo Lato, Venice, circa 1480 to Loreto, 1556. Madonna crowned with an angel with Saints Catherine and James the Elder. So the painting itself, 1530-31, oil on canvas. Caravaggio, David with the head of Goliath, circa 1606. Ken Lassie, The Death of Cleopatra. Of course, you see the asp, which bit her. Peter Bruegel. Let's see. The Tower of Babel. I'm trying to find a date. It looks like 1552. Franz Hals, Portrait of a Young Man. So 1639 to 1650 on this picture here. Vermeer, the artist in his studio. Now, the final one, the final book in this series, Museum of Fine Arts, Boston. There it is. Forward by Perry Townsend Rathbone, Director, Museum of Fine Arts, Boston. Then an introduction by Jan Fontaine, Curator, Department of Asiatic Art. So you have China and Korea to start off here. Let's see here. Bodhisattva, Early Eastern Way period, around 530 AD. There you go. The Five-Colored Parakeet, Emperor Hu Sung. It's a hand scroll ink and colors on silk. So they're saying 1329 to 1332. Cayenoga, the mother and daughter under a willow tree, Edo period, 18th century ink and colors on silk. Let's see, Canaletto. Let's see, this is Venice. So oil on canvas. Gilbert Stuart, George Washington. Edouard Manet, the street singer, 1862. And that wraps it up. That 20 volumes, 2 videos. Went a little longer than I expected, but I wanted to get them all done. We're very nearly done with the final shelf of the first bookshelf, and I appreciate you watching. Thank you, BookTube.